Good morning, all of you. Sairam. Children, as we have completed the first chapter of your organic chemistry, that is haloalkanes and haloarenes. So, today I'm starting with the chapter 11, that is alcohols, phenols, and ethers. As you all know, alcohols are formed when one of the hydrogen atom from an alkane is replaced by a OH group. Such compounds containing OH group are called alcohols. They belong to the family of alcohols, and while writing the name of such compounds, we will write methane, and at the end the suffix "ol" is used for alcohols. When it is written in the form of a prefix, then it is written as hydroxy if some bulkier group is present in comparison to OH group. So, compounds containing OH group are called alcohols. They are written in suffix as "ol" and prefix as hydroxy. Similarly, phenols are those in which a OH group is attached to a benzene ring. Such compounds are called phenols. Ethers are the general formula for ethers is ROR. That means they are actually a derivative of alcohol, or you can say phenol, in which this can be an alkyl group or an aryl group. Similarly, this can also be an alkyl or an aryl group. We'll study in details about the ethers also. Now, children, first of all, I'm starting with the classification of alcohols, phenols, and ethers. Now, starting with alcohols can be classified into mono, di, tri, or polyhydric alcohols depending upon how many OH group are present. For example, you can see in this first compound C2H5OH, only one OH group is present, so it is monohydric alcohol. In the second compound, two OH groups are present, so it is dihydric. Similarly, in this compound, three OH groups are present, it will be trihydric. Similar is the case of phenols, monohydric, dihydric, and trihydric phenols depending upon the number of OH group present. Now, children, when the OH group is further attached to that carbon which is not attached to any of the carbon, then such alcohols are called the primary alcohols and are denoted by 1 degree. Similarly, if the carbon containing OH is further attached to this is attached to one more carbon, this is attached to two more carbon, it will be secondary alcohol. And when it is attached to three more carbons, then it will be tertiary alcohols. Now, allylic alcohols are those in which the carbon containing the OH group is further attached to that carbon which is having a double bond. Double bond means this carbon which is attached with a double bond is sp2 hybridized. So, sp2, if the carbon containing halogen is attached to that carbon which is attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom, then it will be allylic alcohol. This is secondary allylic alcohol and this is tertiary allylic alcohols. Now, benzylic alcohols are those in which the carbon containing the OH group is further attached to benzene ring. This is primary benzylic alcohol, this is secondary benzylic alcohol, and this is tertiary benzylic alcohol. Next is the compounds containing carbon which is sp2 hybridized. It is simply, you can say, phenol, and this also is a you can say derivative of phenol which is formed by replacing one of the hydrogen from the benzene ring with a CH3. Now, vinylic alcohols are those in which the carbon containing OH group itself is sp2 hybridized. That means it is having a double bond but is not a part of the benzene ring. Now coming to ethers. Ethers, as I have told you, are the compounds having general formula ROR or ROR dash. Example of ether you can say is CH3O CH3, CH3O CH3. Now such ethers, they are named as CH3O CH3. They are named as methoxymethane, or you can simply call it methoxymethane. Now these two alkyl groups may be similar or they can be different also. If suppose it is CH3O C2H5, then it will be methoxyethane. If this is C3H7, then it will be ethoxypropane, and so on. Now it can be like this also. It can have a benzene ring. It can have a benzene ring, or it can have an alkyl group. This is methoxybenzene. So ethers, as I have told you, can be symmetrical or they can be asymmetrical also. Now children, there is a question. Classify the following as primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Now tell me, what type of alcohol is this? The carbon containing the OH group is further attached to only one more carbon. So it will be your primary alcohol. Similarly, the carbon containing OH group is further attached to only one carbon. So it will also be primary, but this is primary allylic alcohol. Here also, this is also primary. Carbon containing OH group is further attached to only one more carbon. So it is also primary. And the fourth one, the carbon containing OH group is further attached to two more carbons. So it will be secondary alcohol. This one will also be secondary, and this one will be tertiary allylic alcohol. Identify allylic alcohols in the above example. You all can identify. Now coming to the nomenclature. Now children, we have done about the nomenclature of this alcohols in previous classes also. So you all can see, as it is CH3OH. CH3 means methane. Replacing ANE, ane with OH, you will get methane all. Replacing E with OL will give methanol. Commonly it is known as methyl alcohol. Similarly, the second compound, it contains 3 carbon atoms, so it will be propane, and the OH group is attached on the first carbon. So propane 1 all. Coming to the next compound, here the OH group is attached on the second carbon, so it will be propane 2 all. Next one is 4 carbon straight chain and OH group, so it will be butane 1 all. If the OH group is attached on the second carbon, then it will be butane 2 all. Similarly, this will be, see, we have to start the numbering from here. It will be carbon number 1, 2 and 3. On second carbon, a methyl group is attached, so will be 2-methyl propane 1 all. Next is a tertiary alcohol, in which this will be the longest carbon chain. Second carbon, methyl group is present. So 2-methyl propane, on in second carbon only all group is present. 2-methyl propane 2 all. And this is a very important and special compound, in which 3 OH group, it is a trihydric alcohol. 3 OH group are present on the adjacent carbon atom, and the chain is also of only 3 carbon atom. The IUPAC name will be propane 1,2,3 triol, but its common name is important, that is glycerol. Now cyclic alcohols, they are also named using the prefix cyclo and considering the OH group attached to carbon number 1. Like for example, this first compound is cyclohexane and OH is attached to first carbon, so all, cyclohexane all. Similarly, it will be 2-methyl cyclopentane all. Now coming to the phenols. Now see, this is the simplest phenol, that is a OH group attached to the benzene ring. Here a methyl group is also present, so will be written as methyl is a substituent, OH is a functional group. So numbering will start from this carbon. This will be carbon number 2. So 2-methyl phenol is the IUPAC name, and the common name is orthocresol. Similarly, this is metacresol, this is paracresol. Now, if two OH group are present on the adjacent carbon atom, the name IUPAC name will be benzene 1,2-diol, and the common name is catechol. If on first and third carbon, then it will be benzene 1,3-diol and resorcinol. This is benzene 1,4-diol, hydroquinone or quinol is the common name. Now coming to the ethers. Ethers, as I have already given you one example prior, they can be symmetrical ethers, they can be unsymmetrical ethers also. Now, this is the first one, CH3OCH3, that is dimethyl ether is the common name. IUPAC name is methoxymethane. Second is ethoxyethane. The third one is an unsymmetrical one, so the O will be taken with methyl and will be methoxy, and rest 3 carbons are there, so methoxypropane. Next is methoxybenzene. This methoxybenzene is OCH3 group present on the benzene ring and is a famous compound known as anisole. Next one is this, that is ethoxybenzene. So in the similar manner you can name all the ethers. You have to give the IUPAC names of the compounds given here. See the first compound. Here a carbon chain of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atoms are there, and we'll start the numbering from this side only. So on fourth carbon Cl is attached, and on second and third carbon methyl group are attached. So the name for the compound will be 4-chloro-2,3-dimethyl pentane 1-ol. Similarly, this will be this will be the longest carbon chain. It will be 2-ethoxypropane. Next one, this compound. Here in this compound, we'll start the numbering from the carbon containing the OH only. So it will be carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On second and sixth carbon, 2 methyl groups are present. So it will be 2,6-dimethyl phenol. Similarly, the next compound will be, actually it is cyclohexane, a nitro group is attached, and OC2H5 group is attached. So it will be 1-ethoxy 2-nitrocyclohexane. Now similarly you can name these compounds also, like for example this will be 1, 2, 3, 3-bromo cyclohexane all, and this one we'll start the numbering from this side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will be hex 1-ene-2-ol. Similarly you can name them. Now coming to the structures of the functional group. Now children, in alcohols, the OH group is attached directly to the carbon by a sigma bond, which is formed by the overlapping of sp3 hybridized orbital with sp3 hybridized orbital of the oxygen. Now children, as you all can see, in case of alcohol, simple alcohols, the bond angle is 108.9 and the bond length between the oxygen hydrogen bond is smaller. That means the oxygen hydrogen bond is stronger, whereas the carbon oxygen bond is weaker. Here you all can see the bond angle is 109. The bond angle is more, but the bond length between the carbon oxygen bond is 1:36 p.m. whereas in this case it was 1:42 p.m. So if we compare the carbon oxygen bond of alcohol and phenol, then phenols have more stronger bond. In case of ethers, the bond is 1:41 p.m. That means the bond length is quite more and the bond is weaker compared to phenols. Now the bond angle in alcohols is slightly less than the tetrahedral angle. It is because of the lone pair of electron which is present in between. Now coming to the preparation of alcohols. Now children, there is an important mechanism in this preparation of alcohol. We have different methods for the preparation of alcohol. The first method is from alkenes. From alkenes by acid catalyzed hydration of alkene. That means an alkene reacts with water. Hydration means water in presence of an acid and result in the formation of an alcohol. This double bond will break and at one carbon hydrogen will attach, other carbon OH group will attach. This is called acid catalyzed hydration of alkene. Now we have to study the mechanism of this acid catalyzed hydration of alkene. The mechanism takes place in 3 steps. The first step is protonation of alkene. What happens? First of all, the water reacts with alcohol and forms hydronium. Water reacts with the H ion and forms hydronium ion. So, in first step, this hydronium ion reacts with the alkene and form carbocation. That is, this carbocation is formed. In the second step, nucleophile attacks on the carbocation. H2O is having lone pairs of electron. So, the negatively charged lone electrons, they attack on the positively charged carbocation and form the protonated alcohol. And in the third step, deprotonation takes place. That means the H3O positive has to come out as it was added. So, the electron pair shared between oxygen and hydrogen here goes back to oxygen and H comes out and reacts with this water and forms H3O positive and the resultant compound, that is an alcohol, is formed. Children, do prepare the mechanism for this reaction very properly. The second method by which the alcohols can be prepared is by hydroboration oxidation. Now, what happens in hydroboration oxidation? This propene reacts with B2H6 and forms this compound in which the double bond breaks, hydrogen attaches with this carbon and BH2 attaches with this carbon. Further, it reacts with one more molecule of propene and this compound is formed. The same reaction takes place once more and finally we get the alcohol. Now children, you have to remember that the addition of diborane to the double bond takes place in such a manner that the boron atom gets attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon carrying greater number of hydrogen atoms. Now, the next method that can be used for the preparation of alcohols is from the carbonyl compounds. Now, what are carbonyl compounds? Carbonyl compounds are the compounds which contain this C double bond O group. Which all functional group contains this group? Aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid, esters also you can say. So, the first method is by the reduction of aldehydes and ketones. You have to remember that for reduction we will be either using NaBH4 or LiAlH4. Now, this LiAlH4 will be using in special cases of carboxylic acid only, because LiAlH4 it is quite you can say costlier and cannot be used very easily. But NaBH4 it is of low cost, so can be used for other cases also. LiAlH4 is a strong reducing agent. Now you all can see that aldehydes, they undergo reduction even in presence of palladium and result in the formation of primary alcohol. Ketones, when undergo reduction, they give secondary alcohol. For tertiary alcohol, I'll tell you. First is by the reduction of carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid will also give you primary alcohol. Carboxylic acid are reduced in presence of this lithium aluminium hydride only. Now, if we are not using lithium aluminium hydride, then what we do? We allow the carboxylic acid to react with alcohol in presence of acid and form the ester. Then esters can be easily converted into alcohols by use of catalyst. Now see, if suppose we need to make a tertiary alcohol from a aldehyde, then what we do? We use the Grignard reagent. Aldehydes on reduction give primary alcohol. Ketones on reduction give secondary alcohol. But when aldehydes are treated with this Grignard reagent, they also give secondary alcohol, and ketones give tertiary alcohols. See how the reaction takes place. Here the RMgX, where the bond between the R and Mg will break, and here one of the bond will break. R will attach with the carbon and magnesium will attach with the oxygen, and this adduct will be formed. Further, in presence of water, this will separate out and hydrogen will be attached here. So, aldehydes will give secondary alcohol with Grignard reagent, and ketones will give tertiary alcohol with Grignard reagent. Now a question is there. Give the structures and IUPAC names of the product expected from the following reaction. Catalytic reduction of butane-ul. Now butane-ul is there, and in presence of catalyst we are doing the reduction. So it's an aldehyde, so obviously it will give an alcohol, that is butane-1-ol. Now the next is hydration of propene in presence of dilute sulfuric acid. Now propene is hydrated, so OH group will attach with the second carbon according to your which rule, which we have done in 11th standard. Yes, the negative part of the addendum goes to that carbon which is more alkylated. Third is reaction of propanone with methyl magnesium bromide followed by hydrolysis. Now propane one is there, that is a ketone is there reacting with Grignard reagent, so will give a tertiary alcohol. So children, we have done up to the preparation of the tertiary alcohol today. So tomorrow we'll be starting with the preparation of phenols. Thank you and Sai Ram.